Good morning, everyone. After the term one, now we are starting again our classes, and today I am teaching you MySQL. Now, in MySQL, we are having revision 12 that is started, and if you are using a Sumita Arora book, it is chapter number 12. You have to revise all the terms which we have learned in 12th, in 11th class. All the terms, starting with the database, concept database, the collection of data items, store, database stores data in the form, in electronic form. Database can also be considered as collection of tables, okay. Then some more terms which I have already, but the revision is necessary because many questions will come from that part. So here comes the types of data models I have already talked, and in your syllabus, relational data model is there. A data model refers to a set of concepts to describe the structure of a database, and relational database model stores the data in the form of table, in the form of relation. So collection of tables or relation is known as database. And in MySQL, what we do after starting the MySQL, we first create a database and then we create a table. The terms which we should learn here is a table is storing logical, that is relation. Table is storing logical related data. Data must be atomic in cell. All rows of data are distinct. Ordering of rows column is immaterial. The relation is basically a table which stores the data in the form of rows and columns. Domain. Domain is known as a pool of values from which actual values appearing in a given column are drawn. That's the definition of domain. Next definition is tuple. Tuple is a row value. Tuple is a row value. The next is your attribute. A column of relation is known as attribute. The column is known as attribute. Suppose RNO name, M1, M2 total percentage, grade, etc. These all are attributes. Then next comes the degree. Degree is total number of columns in a table. Degrees are total number of columns in a table. Okay. So next definition. This definition is important. That's why I'm teaching you again. Degree. After that, cardinality. This you have already learned. All these definitions you have learned in 11th class. But today, as I told you, the 12th class syllabus is having revision of MySQL, and MySQL question will come. The next is your degree. After that, cardinality. Cardinality is total number of rows. Cardinality is total number of rows. Then comes here primary key, which uniquely identifies each row. Primary key uniquely, okay. So primary key uniquely identifies each row, and primary key uh, cannot have null values. Whereas one more attribute we have unique. Unique also identifies uniquely each value, but it can have null value. After that comes here candidate. Now all attribute combination inside a relation that can serve as a primary key is known as candidate key. As they are candidate for primary key position, they are known as candidates such as RNO, account number. There may be one or more field which can be a candidate for primary key. Suppose I take RNO and name. So these two can be a candidate for the primary key position. But obviously you will not take name because name may have duplicate value. Two names can be same, whereas RNO is always unique. Two RNOs cannot be same. So we'll opt for it. So once RNO is decided as primary key, the other keys combination are known as, or other keys are known as alternate key. Other than the primary key is known as alternate key. Okay, these all things I have taught you in 11th class. Today I will start again MySQL and I will give you some commands of SQL in today's class. Now, there are different versions of MySQL which we use. So we use Oracle SQL, we use SQL, MySQL, etc. And here I'll use MySQL. Now one thing you must remember, they may ask, okay, what is SQL and MySQL? You write structured query language. The SQL is a language that enables you to create and operate on relational database, which are sets of related information stored in a table. I repeat, the structured SQL query is a language that enables you to create and operates on relational database. Okay. And MySQL, you can say, is a part of SQL only. So MySQL is basically SQL only. Different types of SQL commands are data definition, DDL, data definition language, DML, data manipulation language, and TCL, transaction control language. Now, types of SQL commands, as I have told you, DDL, data definition language, commands that allow you to perform tasks related to data definition, commands that allow you to perform tasks related to data definition. And non-concept commands, and these commands are creating, altering, dropping, etc. Next is your DML, data manipulation language. This I've already taught, but just a revision, fast revision I'm giving. DML, data manipulation language. And data manipulation language commands which manipulate data such as update, delete, select. These all are your data manipulation, insert, etc. Transaction, TCL, transaction control language. Maybe I have not taught you this command, this I'll teach you in 12th class. Transaction control language. Matlab, what is transaction? Transaction is known as a unit of work which has to be completed in its entirety. कोई भी काम पूरी तरह से कंप्लीट होना एक ट्रांजैक्शन कहलाता है. So जैसे कि मान लीजिए आपने सारे डेटा वगैरह सेलेक्ट, you have inserted 5 accounts and then आपने you have given a command such as commit. The commands of transaction language are commit, rollback, etc. So when you write commit, that means it will save all the transactions which you have made, all the commands which you have applied, that is permanently saved now. By default, what happens when you switch off, put off your MySQL, it saves all the data. But in between also, you can provide the transaction control command such as commit to so. And also you can have a command rollback. Suppose you have made some changes and you want to undo the changes. For that purpose, you can use the rollback command, which I'll teach you in detail after teaching you the revision part, okay, which we have covered in 11th class. The data types which we have used in, which you can use in MySQL are char, varchar, integer, okay, int, small int, big int also you can use, and you can also use the date, etc. So just go through your notes which we have done in 11th. So first and foremost, you have to create a file, that is a text file. Yes, that is a MySQL database file. So for that, the command which you provide, just now I don't think MySQL is installed on this. So I will install it later on, but I will give you the commands. Here I'm using words. And here I'll write commands for you. And I'll share the screen also so that it's visible. Can you share for you? Okay. So we are starting here. I'll give you some commands here. In today's class, we'll start caps. And remember, it is not a case sensitive language. So here I am writing create, the first command which you have to provide. And the command which you write, it is on MySQL prompt. Here I will write create database. And then suppose I am creating the database as a student. Semicolon you can write. And then again the next command which you give here is MySQL. And then you use here the command use and you write the database name. Okay. This is must semicolon to mark the end of the statement. Why this is must? Because if you have not applied this command or you have not used the use command, then what happens? It will not make the student as the current database. No database selected, so it will not create any database and it will not allow you to work further. Let's go. The next command which I am going to give it to you here is MySQL, and then only you can write create table. When you have to create a database, you have to give the command create database. When you have to create a table, you have to give the command create table. Data type, I have already told you about the data types. So here I am writing create table. Create table. So RNO, INT, primary key. Okay. The name, character 20. Then suppose I am taking here as physics marks, physics, I can give float. Also, you can give not null, etc. The constraint. The constraint is basically a check or condition applied. Here I am giving not null. Physics float. You can go to the next line by pressing enter key or automatically it goes to the next line. Then I can take it to chemistry also as float, and then I'll take as total float. Okay, and then I'll take city character. You can also take varchar, not a problem. And then you give default and varchar 2 also you can take varchar 2 and then you write it as default total. So what happens? Even you are not inserting value for city, it will take the default value as. Next command I am writing here as MySQL, and then here I am writing insert into. So table is created now. Once the table is created, you have to give command insert into. You have to give the table. Now create table. Table name also you have to give create table. Suppose I have used the giving table name as ST. Student is the database name, and then I am taking here insert into ST values, and the values I am giving 1. Then I am giving here as suppose ABC is the name of the student. Then I am giving it here 7 marks. And even I don't want to give total, I have to write total. Even I don't want to give city name, I have to give city name. Now once you want to give insert into ST, insert into ST values. Suppose you want to write MySQL. Insert into ST values to XYZ. And then 77, 66. And see here I am giving here some column, that column name. RNO is must and name is also must. Then you want to give the physics marks also, you use the column name physics. You also want to give the chemistry marks, so you give the chemistry also. And then arena name physics chemistry, and then you don't want to give total and city. So just leave that and then you write it as values. And in the values you write, in the values you write, in the values you write 1, and then you write it as XYZ, and then you write here suppose 66, 77, whatever marks you want to give, and city. So once you apply this command, what happens? You get the result here as RNA name physics chemistry values 1 XYZ 66. Okay. So what happens? It will by default take the value of total as value of total as null and the value of city as quota. Okay, now I have some other works. I have to distribute the diaries for the 9th class 9D, and I have to meet the teacher and collect the project also. I am going for that. So in the next class, you please check the timetable on net, next week's timetable, and then I will teach you accordingly. Take care, bye. Meantime, I will upload this video for you and you just go through this. Next class also, I will teach you MySQL concept. Take care, bye. We'll meet in the next class.